What's going on, Flickcats? Welcome back to a brand new Roblox video. My name's Creek, and in this video, guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can record for free without any lag with OBS Studio and upload it to YouTube. Obviously, we're here in Roblox, and this works with any game at all. You can do this with any game. But I'm going to be using Roblox Jailbreak here as an example and showing you guys how you can record on your PC for free without any lag. Now, before we hop into this, I do have a few things we need to go over real quick. Number one, you're going to need a computer for this. I mean, obviously, you're going to need a computer because you know how else you're going to record, right? Number two, you're going to need a microphone. Now, if you don't have a microphone and you would like to win one for free, I am actually going to be giving out like 2 entire audio setups that you see right here. I'm going to be sending these out to 2 of you guys for free. Stay tuned for more information on that. And then number 3, you're going to need a face cam. And I guess you don't really need a face cam, but I feel like, you know, having one makes the video feel a little bit more personal and just a little bit nicer overall. So before I get into the OBS Studio part and show you guys how I record and how I upload my videos to YouTube and how you guys can do it lag-free and for free, first we need to talk about audio because it's very, very important. So obviously I've got a pretty sophisticated microphone set up right here thanks to Fine. They have sponsored this video, so shout out to them. And thanks to them, I'm also going to be giving away 2 entire audio setups here for free to you guys. No, that includes the microphone itself. It includes the mic arm. It includes the pop filter. It includes a second pop filter. It includes the shock mount. Literally everything you need for a professional looking live stream video, whatever you need audio, it's going to be great. Now, why is audio important? Let me tell you why audio is important, okay? Your video quality can be a little stinky, it can be a little bit blurry, but if your audio sounds like this, then nobody's going to want to watch your video, right? Because it's going to hurt their eardrums, and the parents are going to be like, nah, turn that off, man. Turn that off, little Timmy. You can't have it on. It's too loud. So let me show you guys how to set up your audio in a professional manner. Let's hop into this. All right, hello. We have switched on over to my mobile camera here so I can show you guys how to set up your audio here and to show off this new Fine microphone right here. So like I said, 2 of you guys will be winning this entire setup that you see right here for free. We'll be sending it to your house. Details on how to win that here in a bit. But let me go over this real quick. So we have right here, this is the mic arm. Now, why would you want to have a mic arm that attaches to your desk? Well, first off, if you have a desk and you want to stand up, you know, it's a standing desk, you can do that. But the main reason is if your microphone, let's imagine this G Fuel cup is your microphone, right? And it's sitting on your desk and your desk like vibrates or something. Well, then your microphone's going to vibrate and your audio is not going to sound that great. So that's why you want to have your microphone preferably on a mic arm. Now, what is this thingy right here, you might ask? What is this little circle pantyhosey thingy? You might see them like this, or you might also see them like this. Both of these are a pop filter. They do the exact same thing. One is just slightly different than the other. Now, what these do is they go in front of the microphone to stop you from, well, spinning into your microphone or making any loud, like, popping noises. So if you ever watch anyone and they have, like, some really loud, like, air popping noises, it's because they don't have one of these. So if you don't want to use one of that or one like that, you can obviously grab one like this. You might have seen this at, like, church or, like, a preacher or somebody using it. It just goes on your microphone and boom, there you go. Works just like that, easy peasy. No, I'm just going to take it off here for the sake of this video because I'm using the one that's attached to the actual mic arm. I'm using this one right here. It just goes right on down there in front of the microphone. And then for the microphone and the shock mount. Now, this right here is called a shock mount. Now, what it does is pretty much what it sounds like. It stops the shocks from getting to your microphone. So if you bump it or anything like that, this is going to stop it from vibrating through your microphone. And that's why having one of these is important. Now, for the actual microphone, this is I'll throw it up on screen so you guys can see, but you have a little volume button here. You can turn the microphone up and down. I'm going to leave it right there because, you know, it sounds good for my voice. And then obviously this just runs straight to your computer via USB, little cable right here. And that is how you do a professional microphone audio setup. Now, like I mentioned, shout out to Fine for sponsoring this video and letting me send out 2 of these microphones to you guys, the entire audio setup. If you guys would like to win this setup, all you got to do is do what's on the screen, okay? Do what's on the screen and you guys can win this entire microphone setup for free. I'll also have links down in the description and in the pinned comments so you guys can get some awesome microphones. And hey, if this does good, maybe we'll do some more in the future. But okay, you got your microphone, you got your audio setup. How do you record? Now, obviously, Roblox has a built-in recorder here. here, but I mean, let's be honest, it's not really that great. I'll just show you guys the quality here of this. It's not too good. This is it right here. This is the Roblox recorder. You can see it does not look good at all. It's terrible. So how do you record Roblox lag-free for free and upload it to YouTube? Well, what you want to do, you want to go on over to Google and you want to search up OBS Studio, okay? And it's going to be the first one, OBS Open Broadcaster software. Now, I'm going to go ahead and download this program for Windows. It's completely free. I have Windows, so I'm going to download it and install it for Windows. So once you have it downloaded, you're going to go ahead and you are going to install it real quick. You're going to go through this installer, click agree, next, install, all of that. Now, when you open it up, yours is not going to look like this. You're not going to have a face cam here. The gameplay's not going to be there, and it's probably going to ask if you want to use like recommended settings, and that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you guys how you can make it look like this and record. So this is how I, record my videos. Obviously, it's a little bit more sophisticated, but this is the general idea. But first, what we want to do, let's just go ahead. Let's just delete all this. It doesn't matter. This is what yours is going to look like. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to File, and you want to go to Settings, okay? And we're going to modify a bunch of settings here. No, don't worry about anything in general. First thing you want to do is go to the Output section, okay? This is the Output section. Now, at first, it's going to look like this. It's going to say Output Mode Simple. You want to change this to Advanced, okay? And it's going to look very complicated, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll explain what happened. So then you want to go to the Recording tab right here, the Recording tab, okay? And this is where things get a little crazy. So the type, don't worry about the type, okay? Now, the recording path, this is where your videos are going to be saved, okay? So I went ahead and chose my second hard drive here that I have for recording videos. If you don't have a second hard drive, that's fine. You can just put it anywhere. You can record it to your desktop. You can record it to your documents. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put it on my second hard drive. If you do have a second hard drive, it performs a little bit better in most cases, but it's really up to what you have. So once you have that saved there, what you want to do is you want to go to recording format. You want to change this to MP4. This is what YouTube likes your videos to be in. Audio tracks, don't worry about it. Now the encoder, this is the important part, okay? This is what's going to make your video look good and or make your computer lag if you do it wrong. So you can see I have basically two options here. I have NVENC, all right, H.264, and I have X264. Now, if you have NVENC, NVIDIA NVENC, use that. It's the best. It's what I use. But if you don't have that, then use X264. Now, for the sake of this tutorial and just to make sure everyone can follow along, I'm just going to use X264. But like I said, if you have NVENC, then use that. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to use X264. Now, rescale output and custom mixer settings, don't worry about that. Rate control, leave it at CBR. Now, the bit rate, this is what's going to make your, it's going to determine how good your video looks and how it performs. So basically, how bitrate works is the higher this number is, the better quality your video is. The clearer it is, the crisper the image is, but the larger the file size it is, and the more resources it makes your computer take. So basically, what you want to do here, I do believe by default it's at 2500 kbps, and that is okay. You can leave it at this and play around with it. So what I recommend doing is recording with it at 2500. If it lags, then bump it down to maybe, like maybe 2000, okay? If it doesn't lag, maybe bump it up to 3000 or 4000 or 5000. And basically what you want to do is you want to bump this up to just enough where the video looks good, but it also doesn't make your computer lag. Now, for me, that number is 9000, okay? It's going to differ for you. I obviously have a pretty good computer, but if you don't, maybe 3000 works for you, or maybe 4000, and that's okay. Now, all this other stuff here, don't worry about it. It's not important. Just click apply, and we're going to move on to the audio. Now, for the audio, you don't have to touch anything but these two settings, the desktop audio and the microphone auxiliary audio. So desktop audio, you want to leave it at default. This is going to capture your game sound. And then mic audio, you're going to want to choose whatever microphone you're using or want to use. I'm just going to leave it at default because that works for me, but you can choose your microphone there, and then obviously click apply, and you're good to go. Now, finally, we're going to go to video. Now, this is where this determines the resolution and the frame rate of your video. So obviously, I record at 1920 by 1080, which is 1080p, and that's what I recommend choosing here. Now, if your computer lags or if your videos, lag your computer and it's a little bit choppy, you can lower this resolution down to 1280 by 720, which is 720p. It'll still look really good, but it just won't take as, good of a computer or as much resources on your computer to actually record the video, and it'll be a smaller file size. But I'm going to leave this at 1920 by 1080, and then the downscale filter, I'm going to choose the bottom one, length zones. sharpen scaling 36 samples. Now the FPS here, you want to put it to either 30 or 60. Okay, now if your computer doesn't lag and you want the absolute best quality, change it to 60. If your videos are recording your videos are lagging your computer a bit, drop it down to 30. I record at 60 though, so I'm just going to leave it at 60 and I'm going to hit apply. Click OK and boom, the settings are done. Now we can work on actually, putting the game in the OBS. So in order to do this, you're going to go down to sources here, and it's actually very simple. You right click, you click add, and then you go to game capture. All right, and we're just going to name this Roblox, and I'm going to click OK. And then for mode right here, I'm going to choose capture specific window. It's the middle one. And then for the window, I'm going to choose Roblox. And boom, there it is. There's Roblox right there in the background. You can see it, you can move it around, you can drag it around, you can resize it if you want to. There it is. If you right click it and go to transform and then fit the screen, it'll fit to your OBS screen, so that way there's no black bars or anything. It's what I do. And that's it. You can click start recording, and you're good to go. But there's another thing you can do. What about the webcam? So in order to add a webcam, you want to go to sources, you want to go to add, and you want to go to video capture device. All right, and I'm just going to call this face cam. Now here you want to choose your face cam. Mine is the Logitech Brio. You want to choose that. It's going to show up right there. There I am. And that's it. I'm just going to click apply. And same thing. I can drag it around. I can right click it and fit the screen if I want to. And there I am right there. Or I can, control R resets it to default, by the way. Control R. And then you can move it around. So we're just going to put this right there so it's not in the way of anything. Maybe scale it down a little bit. And boom, there we go. So now we can record our video. Now what I recommend doing is going back to settings and going to hotkeys. And then there's going same thing. I can drag it around. I can right click it and fit the screen if I want to. And there I am right there. Or I can, control R resets it to default, by the way. Control R. And then you can move it around. So we're just going to put this right there so it's not in the way of anything. Maybe scale it down a little bit. And boom, there we go. So now we can record our video. Now what I recommend doing is going back to settings and going to hotkeys. And then there's going same thing. I can drag it around. I can right click it and fit the screen if I want to. And there I am right there. Or I can, control R resets it to default, by the way. Control R. And then you can move it around. So we're just going to put this right there so it's not in the way of anything. Maybe scale it down a little bit. And boom, there we go. So now we can record our video. Now what I recommend doing is going back to settings and going to hotkeys. And then there's going drag it around. I can right click it and fit the screen if I want to. And there I am right there. Or I can, control R resets it to default, by the way. Control R. And then you can move it around. So we're just going to put this right there so it's not in the way of anything. Maybe scale it down a little bit. And boom, there we go. So now we can record our video. Now what I recommend doing is going back to settings and going to hotkeys. And then there's going to be
Yeah.